Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we're getting right into this video, starting with some prep work. So I'm using this manicure bit from Daily Charm. You can use discount code Tabitha10. The link will be in the description bar to shop at Daily Charm. Last I looked, this bit was out of stock, but you can always put a reminder on the website. So I'm going in at about 8,000, 9,000 RPMs. Her cuticle growth is a little more aggressive. Her skin grows a little more coarse, so I like to turn up that speed. And I like to just start off with this bit, just kind of push that skin back and get it ready to further clean and get more nail estate, as they say. So I'm using this little skiver style bit. It's from Elegance. I think it's the itty bitty, and I'm using it in forward and reverse both. And of course I did all nails, you guys. My phone got a whole bunch of blurry footage, and the best I got was me working on this pointer finger. So yeah. So I'm using this Buffy type bit, again, it's from Elegance. And I'm going in forward and reverse again on the live skin. I went ahead and cut off the excess dead skin. I didn't cut any live skin off. It's just dead, loose hanging skin. She had a lot. So clip that off. After I clip, I make sure I buff the skin back out with our round bit or ball bit or a bit like this. So after I get this cleaned up to a better level, I always say, it might not be perfect, but they're going to leave looking better than what they came in with and get some good maintenance on their cuticle area. This client had a lot of lifting. She does a lot with her hands. We can see the before and after that we have so far. And I like to finish off with this bit. This has been my prep style lately. Go back in. I think this is the Cutie Patootie bit from Elegance, but another preppy style bit just to further clean it up some. So I'm using this fiberglass. I prepped and everything. You guys, like I said, I didn't get a lot of footage of everything, but I wanted to give you guys a video. It's already late. It's Christmas as I'm recording this. I'm trying to get this out on Christmas, so it's too late for you to make these nails, but here we are. So she had a break in this nail. As I was saying earlier, she's a little rough on her hand. She does a lot. And then she went, I think 5 or more weeks in between, and she doesn't wear a glove. She knows we got it. We get it together. So I applied my slip layer. I'm using LE's Builder and Cosmetic Pink. And Builder is not a self-leveling gel, but as you can see, I'm kind of agitating it. And when you do that, it loosens it up and allows it to be more malleable and move more easy and self-level a little bit more and kind of smooth out a little bit more. So, like I said, I like to start with a slip layer, no matter the consistency, whether it self-levels or not. So apply that slip layer. It helps tell that gel where to go, where not to go. And especially with a non-self-leveling product, I feel like it helps get a better and closer cuticle area. Just if that slip layer and that bigger bead of gel will start to become one, you can get a little closer in that cuticle area. That's just me and how I feel about it. So you can see I picked up another bead just to kind of finish. I wanted to restructure her nails a little bit just because she was leaving the length that she currently had. She is rough. Want to make sure she has that durability there, a nice apex through the middle. So I filed and shaped off camera, so my apologies. And some of this footage is going to be blurry, but it's all I had. There was some steps there was only blurry footage, so I'm so sorry, my apologies, but I want to give you guys a video. So I applied XOXO from Madam Glam, and I have a discount code for them as well. I'll put that in the description bar. I believe it's just Tabitha. And I'm using we want to go with this color. This was a set. I'll put the inspiration at the end of the video, and I'll put it in the description bar for the nail tech that inspired this set. So I didn't come up with this fabulous design at all. I'm just trying to do my best to emulate it for, what my client wants, how she wanted to modify it and everything. So we started off with that French. I went in with a longer striper to do this line, that white line, and I was like, let me use a more medium. So after I'm curing in between all these steps. So I started off with that sheer nude, that XOXO. We did the green French, cured, white line, cure, going in with this red stripe to make it this peppermint stripe situation. This wasn't difficult. This was tedious, if anything, just to have to get that detail in that smallest space. And when you're doing this pattern, when it curves around, try to get that curve of the peppermint part to go with it as well. And you can see she has a little wrinkling. This is her thumb, so that's the part that is on the, towards the bottom of the light. So I had her cure a little bit more on that side. So next I'm going to go in, and I made a mistake here. So right here, I did this the opposite way. So I was supposed to curve it the other way. Instead of to the left here, it's supposed to curve to the right. So I didn't notice it at this moment when I was drawing it. It was when I went to put the gold details here in a second, when I went to do that third little triangle piece. So I'm going in and adding these red peppermint stripes again. I'm trying to go with the curve a little bit. I was trying to record, and that's all. It puts me in a predicament because I like to use reference photos, and when I'm recording on my phone, I don't have like another device handy to refer to. So yeah, so I'm winging it, trying to follow that curve. And I still hadn't realized at this point that little last little triangle piece is wrong, or it should be going the other way. But I think it worked out. Maybe if I didn't tell you, maybe you wouldn't have noticed. And my other mistake is, on the other hand, I don't show the footage. I didn't mirror it. So me and this little peppermint swirl bling nail, we did our best, and I still think it came out cute. So right now, when I went to do this last triangle, I was like, what do I do? And so I just made a little curved triangle. So my client wanted one of these little charms, and this is from Daily Charms, a little snowflake. Again, it's blurry. So I applied it with glue. I went and allowed that to dry, and then I went in and sealed it with a sealer gel from Beautiful Nail Days, something to talk about in the future. And then I cured it, and I fanned that out. I feathered it out, and now I'm sealing around it with our matte top coat. We're really not sealing. I don't want to go over our metal part if we can help it, because we don't want to frost it out. So I'm using this detail brush just to make this matte. Now, in the original inspo of this, there was, I think, a stone or something. I don't know. My client wanted that charm, and I want to make sure my charms and everything, my stones have to be sealed in. So this is the kind of order process that I like to go in. So I used a glue to apply the charms. I used a crystal gel, again from Beautiful Nail Day, but we'll talk about that in the future again, to adhere my beads. The beads are from Daily Charm. Again, you can use discount code Tabitha10 for your velvet matte top coat as well. That's what I'm using for this set today, is their velvet matte top coat when you see the matte. So I'm sealing around it with that crystal sealer gel, and I fanned it out and cured it. That way the crystals are sealed in and around with a shiny top coat, and then we're going to go in and matte them here in a second. Now I'm using a crystal gel, applying it on that gold part, and applying our gold crystals and beads. So I'm using a variety of crystal metallic sunshine, I think golden shadow, and aurum, and along with my little gold 0.8 millimeter beads from Daily Charm as well. So again, the beadwork, it can be very, very tedious, but it really makes this look, because it fills in the empty spaces and makes it look really full, and like that's a gold bling section instead of just some crystals on some gold, if that makes sense. So I'm just filling that in and making sure I have a little center one for a dot, and getting those fine details, and making sure I get to the edge. I don't want any hanging over the edge. I just want it where it looks like the silhouette of the nail is still there. It still looks like a nice almond shape, and we don't bulk it out too much. So once I get this where I like it, I'm going to go ahead and cure, and then I'm going to seal around it with our crystal sealer gel again, or you can use a no wipe top coat, of course. So, and then once I apply that, then we're going to fan it out. And then I fanned out that crystal gel before I cured it, just to make sure I don't cure in like a chunk of crystal gel. So like I said, we're going to fill that in, feather it out before we cure it. And we're going to feather it out again so there's no lines of demarcation, get it cured, and then we can go in and matte around it. So now we're going to go in and matte these nails. So I adhered those crystals with an actual glue. You can use whatever crystal glue or resin that you like. Applied my beads with an actual crystal gel, cured it. Make sure I feathered it out, cured it, sealed around it with a no wipe top coat or a crystal sealer gel, feathered it out, cured it, and now I'm going in with my matte top coat, and you need to outline those crystals. Don't touch them. Don't seal them in with the matte top coat. Look, if you want more details about this, one-on-one, I do virtual classes online, and I also do in-person classes in the Dallas area. So you can DM me on Instagram always, or you can email me at tabithascott.classes@gmail.com, or I'll put up-to-date information in the link below if this is the future. So I'm going in with that matte detail as mentioned with just a small brush and making sure I don't get it on the crystals. I don't want to matte out anything that's shiny. So back to this nail. This is the final piece I like to do because we're going to be sugaring it. I guess that's what you guys like to call it. Putting the acrylic powder on top of it. So I'm going in with like that sweater detail. And I had to go around it. Like I said, the picture showed it. I've probably done another way, but I had to seal in this charm first and foremost. And now it's not blurry. You see how cute this charm is? It's from Daily Charm as well. So I know it's still winter. It's not Christmas probably when you're watching this, but it's still winter. And then you can stock up for next year. There's probably going to be a sale. Use discount code Tabitha 10. So I'm adding the detail with the same matching color gel polish. Pardon me, I don't know what this color is called. I'm sorry. So I'm adding some little dot details, and we'll do little slashes on the side. You can do it in whatever detail you would like. I kind of winged it a little bit based on the picture and what I had space for. And then after we put our design, we're going to pour our acrylic powder. And then we want to make sure our acrylic powder is not wet, that we don't see any moisture. So if you're working on another part and then you see wetness, get some more on there before you cure it. I seen, what is his name? I can't remember. The nail tech. He poured it and let it sit and allowed it to get re-wet again. And it just gave a final beautiful look. It was thick. Anyways, I might try that. But this is our final look, you guys. Dust that off. I put oil, made sure everything was cleaned off. And this is the final look. I know this video is fast, hectic, last minute. But I'm so happy with these nails. I'm happy to be able to put out a video for you guys. And I'm happy to enter 2024 with you all. I don't think I'm going to have a video before New Year's. I'm not going to stunt with you. So I thank you guys for your patience this year, and I'm really hoping for a better year next year. I'm better for even years. I do better in, 2022, 2024, 2026 is going to be my year too. All right, you guys. Bye.